Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy you're joining me here tonight on my Thursday Night Live. My name is Marilyn, coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves to find neat new things to share with you and help you learn how to make them so that you can create cards and share them with others. I hope you mail your cards. So let me just tell you a couple things about what's happening with what I'm doing tonight. The Stampin' Up! Has a product of the month each month, and I've been buying it. If you place an order in Canada for $100 at once, you can buy this product for $7. I buy them every month, and all of a sudden, here we are on the 23rd. I think it was about 4 days ago I realized I hadn't used this yet, so it's time that we started doing something like that, right? So welcome, Betty. I see you're here from Dark Sky, Calgary. I'm just going to flip down to my desktop and show you a couple things there. Keep chatting with each other in the chat. That's where I get the names for the draw for whoever's going to win the card. I will show you in a minute who won last week's. And it's just a great community we've built. So I hope that you will connect with each other and just keep creating and having fun. That's what my main goal is. So here on my desk, you can see the stamp set. It is a wonderful set with 12 stamps, and I've got them all on blocks here, all except one. So I plan on using them. And it's a two-step one. You can see by two different, kind of the same shapes, but they shadow each other. And I learned something watching somebody, sorry, can't remember who, but the way they're laid out on here is how they go together. So this one fits that direction. You can see this and this. This one fits over that one. And it doesn't matter what you do first. If you do this one or this one, your colors, I'll show you a few samples I have of combining different colors, stamping off, doing that kind of thing with them. But it's a great set for $7. You can't lose, right? So just to confirm, it's called Begonia Belle, number 168592. You spend $100 in one order, a single order, you can get it for $7, but you can only get one. And they do have their system set up to track that if you've already ordered it, you can't get another one. And that's only good for July. Let me know if you need any help with ordering that. So before I go any further, hello Ines, hello Bonnie, good to see you. This is the card we made last week. I did the draw earlier today from all the comments that I see you putting them on there. And Catherine B., you won this card. So I will be sending that to you before long. Now, I want you to know that I am using basic note cards and envelopes. There are 20 of them in a package. And I discovered I had that package and I have this package and I have one or two more packages. So it's time I used them. So I'm going to stamp. I'm going to mention a couple things as I do go through the stamping, and then I have a number of samples to show you at the end. So I have my card base, and I will try to keep an eye on comments as I go, and if I miss anything, hello Pam, I will certainly get back to you later because I can read them all after YouTube processes. And sometimes the processing takes till tomorrow about 10 o'clock. So don't panic if you haven't heard back from me. Let me know if you've got this set and if you've been using it, what your favorite color combination is. Because again, I've used quite a few. And Betty says she wasn't excited about this, but she's seen some beautiful cards. Bonnie ordered it yesterday and it was shipped today. Yes, Stampin' Up! This week, even though as demonstrators we can order early, we could order as of the 21st for the new catalog that's coming out. They shipped orders very quickly, which is really impressive in my world. So to start with, I'm going to start with the leaves. And then I have this ready-made one, but I will show you how I stamp the two different layers. And I'm going to put that in the middle of it and some words on it. So that's kind of my plan for tonight. Plus, I'm going to decorate the envelope. You'll be happy to know I've started trying to remember to do that. And also, I wanted to mention that with the begonia, I do not have flowers planted, and I never did have begonias. So I searched on the internet to see what colors they were, and I found red, pink, yellow, orange, and white. You see what color I used? Yes. Some of mine have blue. Just go figure, eh? So I'm going to start with the leaves. And because I had learned that that's the way the packaging was, I do have some arrows on mine so that when I go to stamp, and the leaves are real easy to match up, but you can see my arrows are going the same direction. And I just put a number 2 on this one because I want to stamp it in the lighter color. So that's just my way of doing things. So I'm going to stamp 2, maybe 3 leaves, full strength. And make sure my circle is going to cover part of it, about like so. Then to stamp the other layer, like I said, it's a 2-step. I'm going to take that stamp off, and then stamp matching the outlines. And you can see a lighter layer, or I hope you can. Okay, you could use a different color if you wanted. There's nothing that says you have to use the same color, but I find it's a good way to remember that you don't need all the stamp pads like some of us have. You can make do with one color and just stamp off, maybe stamp off twice even, and it will give you a different shade. Then I'm just going to mount that, but before I do that, I do want to put my words, which is this long skinny one at the bottom. And because of the layout I did that, I'm going to stamp it over here. So different fonts, if you notice there's some script. This one has some script and whatever that's called, serif sans, I think it is, kind of block lettering. So lots of different things. Then there is a little stamp that I used on the envelopes. And, I used it also on the inside of the card. And I'm going to stamp off with that. And then I am going to add the yellow to it. Hi, Marie. Good to see you. And the flowers that go on these stems are on one block. So, and again, because they're photopolymer, they are quite easy. Well, I'll say that after I stamp them, to line them up. Isn't that a sweet little stamp? So the other thing I did with my other samples, and I'll do this one in dark so you can see the difference between those two. Quite a difference, isn't there, with that? So let me know if you've used 2-step stamping and maybe what your favorite one is. There's quite a few different sets, and sometimes they don't even have to be sets made for that. You could make your own 2-step stamping work. Yes, I see Betty says she likes the sentiments being in those different fonts. So now that I have that, and I really like this to stay folded better, so I'm going to fold it backwards and then this way again. And I am going to pop it up, with dimensionals. But while I'm doing that, I need you to tell me, should I add antique pearls for my embellishments or iridescent foil gems, which would be nice if I could get them out of the package. So the foil gems have a little bit of gold in them, kind of see-through, and then the antique pearls there. So I'm going to use my dimensionals to pop this up. And don't leave, because I have lots of samples I want to share with you, and you tell me what you think looks best for the colors. And oh, the other thing is the Spotlight on Nature's is the dies that I used for cutting this out. So quick and easy card with just the stamping. I will show you how to do masking for stamping. Some of mine turned out pretty good, and some of them didn't turn out very good at all. Hello, Kathy. Good to see you. I had a class this afternoon, and Kathy and Betty and Pam and Ines were all with me, so it was a wonderful time. I had a great day. So I'm looking for your answers. If I'm going to put antique pearls or iridescent. And while you're figuring that out, I'm going to move some of this so I don't get my fingers covered in ink. And bring my cards up here to show you afterwards. Betty says pearls. Okay, I can do that. Thanks, Betty. The pearls come in 3 different sizes. So I think I will use one of the medium-sized ones on the center, and then a couple of the smaller ones just in my, it's not very good of a triangle, but I like it there. So, and the I do have one with the gems, Bonnie. I'll show you kind of a close-up. I think they both look good. So either or. This particular one I did stamping the leaves, and then, no, back that up. I stamped the flower, and then I put a mask over it. That's what this is. So you stamp a mask, either this was on masking paper that Stampin' Up sells, or you can use your Post-it notes. You cut it out and lay it over your stamped image, and then when you stamp your leaves, that's why the green's on here, it doesn't stamp over your first image. Make sense? Hopefully it does, because that's another great technique that that works for a lot of things. So there is my card from tonight, and my other sample card that I had made, just a little bit different. So those are Darling Duckling yellow. Then I have, oh, I have a blank one I was going to. This was another mask I made with the Post-it notes and tried doing various ones of them. This is one I did with blue and just that little bud coming out from here. But the same idea, stamp this, then stamp this with it being masked. I did one in orange. And what do we have? Blueberry bushel, hydrangea hue, and peaceful pine. So on this one, the blue, I used 2 different blues, not a stamped off image. And peaceful pine. This one I used Timid Tiger and Lost Lagoon. This one was Strawberry Slush and Mossy Meadow, and I did it this way. I had cut a bunch of these out to try with them. So let me know. Kathleen, you love the blue. Yes, we discussed that yesterday, didn't we, as how we are kind of blue lovers. So So then you're going to love these, because I did a whole set of them. I've got 4 here, basically done the same way. Only these I did with the circle die cuts, same as I did tonight. Only, no, this one's got leaves that I actually cut out. I really like that one, the way the blues are on that one. And this one. So those could be a set of cards to give to somebody as a grouping, as a gift for whatever. Just trying to read some of your... Is that a note card? Yes, Betty, these are the basic white note cards and envelopes. And like I say, I've got quite a few of them, so I thought I'd better start using them too. So, and the strawberry slush one turned out great too. And then I did, this is kind of a makeshift one. This one had Calypso Coral, 2 different shades. I stamped it. Then when I did the masking, I didn't like how it finished because it was kind of, had too much white in between it. Therefore, I had to do something. So I stamped 2 more and cut them out. And I have curled them with my bone folder. Did the bud. And it kind of covered my mess. But I think it's a doable card. And I used the other stamp on there. And again, my little flower in between. So the hydrangea blue, yes. And Kathy likes the blue. And Bonnie likes the one I just made. Well, maybe your name will get drawn, Bonnie, and it will come to your new home in the mailbox. So that's my take on the begonia one. Please let me know if you've got it and what your favorite colors are with it. I'd love to hear. And now I'm going to show you a bunch of cards I made with the framed violets, or Violet Dreams Suite, as it's called. We had my class today. This was one of the cards. It's a pop-up arch card. And I used the Violet Dreams paper on all of these cards, and just different card bases kind of thing. This is another one that we did. And just a reminder that all of these classes that I do, everybody's eligible to take part in them. If you want the kit, which this one happened to have a kit, but not many of them do, that I cut up paper and send it out to you, that has to be, you have to be in Canada for that. But otherwise, I do them on Zoom, and if you want the PDF, there is a cost, but if you don't want that, you just want to craft with me, just let me know, register, and I'll get the information to you. This particular card and the next one are cased from the samples on the Stampin' Up website. So if you haven't seen this set yet, it is gorgeous, and the paper is amazing. This one's a blue one with the hydrangea hue, and just a little decoration on the inside. Then I have some that I received, a couple that I received as swaps. This one has a stand-up tunnel piece, or pillar piece. Pardon me. And that one was from Linda Baker. This one was from Lorna Resniski, and it's a different fold. She's got it flipping up and then flipping open. So many options with this set. These are ones I had saved as I was doing that class. I started saving pictures of cards that I really liked. So yesterday and today I sat down and said, I'm going to make these to show the ladies. This is just with the designer paper and more of it, but different layers. This one, the scallop oval is cut out. And the happy birthday from that set. Another one, Sending Love, is another stamp that's in that set, and it goes for so many things. And while I'm thinking of it, did I see you on here, Catherine? Maybe not. BC is having quite the quite the trouble with fires out there. I noticed today that there was some of the main highways shut. And I was texting my cousin in Kamloops. He said the smoke was up at a 9 for health reasons. So stay inside. So please, if you're anywhere near the fires, please be careful. Please stay safe. Luckily here, we have had some smoke here in Alberta, but not too bad. So, and this one I thought was really neat. It's done with the stylish shaped squares. So they're all cut the same. You don't have to worry about, did I cut it the same size? And then just softened a bit with vellum behind and the same Sending Love on it. And one that's a bit lighter. And these are punch outs that come with the paper. So there's lots of different ways. This one is stamped and colored, the stamped and colored punch outs. And this one from Kim, I got Happy Mail this week. Thank you, Kim. Beautiful little tiny butterflies on there. Can you see those? Aren't they cute? Just sending me hello and have a good summer kind of thing. So thank you, Kim. That was wonderful. So let me know. I know today in the class, Betty had mentioned another double box card she wanted to see. And Betty, I'm happy to let you know I did find it. So I will be doing that at some point. As always, if there's any of these supplies you want, please reach out and let me know. Shop in my store. Sign up for my newsletter, as you can see on the bottom of the screen. And I will keep you posted on everything that I'm doing and the classes that I will be hosting so that you can register and join me. So once again, thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you for joining me as always. And please do keep in touch. And please mail your cards. Everybody loves Happy Mail. Take care now. See you next time. Bye.